La 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 la.
I want the sweet relief of death. Please. God, give me sweet relief of death. Oh my god. Am I streaming? Wow. Hello everyone. How are you? I hope you have a good day or good night, depending on where you are and when you're watching me. I hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's fine. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for being here. I hope you're gonna have a fun day today and play some Gayshin Impact. I wanna play the story. To finish this story, my friends said it's oh, you need to finish it, it's so good. I won't do the dailies because I'm probably gonna play with him later today. No shit, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Where is you? Ah, you be here. Navigate. Navigate. Where the fuck you are? Where can I find this one? Okay. Ooh, teleport. It's been a while since I played Genshin Impact on the channel. I don't know why. I need to play because soon it's gonna be a new update, a new Archon quest, so I need to be up to date. Well, I need to be up to date. I need to finish this now. So hi everyone. How are you? You good? You Gucci? Oh my god, you Gucci?
Keep up.
Yes, keep up. Keep it up. Return to the dorm to rest. Oh my god. Yes, let's go to sleep.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed.
I love Paimon.
Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Yeah, I'm also getting the... Yeah, now I'm sleepy. Because you guys talk too much about the... Paimon sleeps like me. That's how I sound when I sleep. Wow, she really immediately fell asleep.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
Of course, she dreams about goddamn food. The fact that she's still not fed.
Out of my way!
It's weird.
What happened? Why is everyone running?
Oh my god, what's happening?
No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Oh my god, what's happening?
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
What's that sound? Paimon, wake up, we need to go out and see what's going on.
Keep
oh my god, there's an alarm. There's an alarm.
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
The music is intense.
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye!
Hey, wait!
It's like an action movie. One man
What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
has to fight his way out of the prison
They're here!
he was put in.
There you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
We're still in Lavaroon. Do you know what happened here?
This summer, find the impeccable adventure of the traveler and Paimon in this year's hit, The Eatening.
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here. Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey,
Oh
shut
my
up!
god, I love this music.
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
That means whatever happened must have happened down below.
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Jesus Christ, this music is awesome. Traveler is die hard. He's trapped in the building. Jesus Christ, the music is so out of the blue, like not Genshin Impact like. Oh my god, it's a story.
They're here.
Just like I said.
We have it!
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
It's more like something's trying to fucking get out then. It's primordial water. If he gets wet, he's gone. Oh my god. Unless he's not from Fontaine.
Three, two, one.
Jesus Christ.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
Run, Traveler, use the teleportation device you
The
have.
gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Everything bursts right away. Jesus Christ, I didn't expect this. This is kind of whack. This was ooh. Chef kiss. Genshin's story is getting more and more better by the chapter. Okay, I mean, Sumeru was a little more slower paced.
Neuvillette, why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Okay, you can expect everything else to be.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Oh my god. And this was all planned. This was all planned. The destruction of that was planned by Child and the Neve. Child disappeared because he went into the water to bust that thing. Definitely to make the pressure bigger.
Look, people over there.
Oh my
The
god.
knave is probably here already. We need to hurry. Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Nervalet has left instructions.
Means
Please
monsieur. Monsieur, not
follow me.
monsieur.
As already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
I will do my best. This was all staged to get me and Furina alone. Definitely. All of this was staged. Just so we could be alone with Furina and the knave. Jesus Christ, they're good. Here she is. She's so happy to see us.
So you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Yes, I am.
Of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance,
Oh my
traveler.
God, Jesus, she's a
I've
mom.
heard much of your accomplishments. I am the knave, one of the 11 Fatui harbingers.
So, every Fatui has an animal that it's connected with them. So, Child was the narwhal, Signora was the butterfly, the Doterios, I don't know which one is, but her is a night owl. Look at that design. She's an owl and a hungry predator. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at her. She's... ugh. Sometimes I am sad that I'm... So this is the knave. Well, so I can read. So this is the knave, the head of the House of the Hearts. And the Lini siblings' father. Pleasure to meet you too.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Of course. She's shitting her pants.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time.
Oh, really?
See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day.
Oh
Here,
my God.
why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
Paimon, please don't be greedy. The cake has a... She seems friendly enough, but that can't be all there is to her. The knave is a force to be reckoned with. I should be very cautious around her.
Traveler,
That is true.
what do you think of this cake?
It is quite tasty, and I think Paimon agrees too.
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I.
Oh! Wait, Child should have no reason to have said something like this. Yeah. Listen, Child talks definitely about the Traveler more than anyone. I think that the problem is that the Fatui know about the Traveler, like that he's very formidable and those things, but Child doesn't shut the fuck up about him. That he's like a fanboy. Like, oh, my comrade.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
I have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
And he's not the most strongest of the Fatui members. And he got Furina scared. Furina looks quite nervous. That must be some kind of bad blood between her and the knave.
So you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Nuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Neuvillette.
Yeah, because he's even more powerful than some of the Archons. I mean, he's mostly on the same par as like Zhongli and Venti. I think that he could maybe be defeated by like Zhongli and Venti. But that's a story for another time. I was spoiled. I managed to find a few leads on his whereabouts.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But
Oh, I'm
I
loving
thought
this.
you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirapede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
Oh no, Paimon's statement just left us wide open.
The Fortress of Mirapede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We do not. But there was also no evidence that he'd been injured or killed.
That is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf.
Oh.
Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the Opera House. Is it something like that?
She's turning up the pressure. I am not sure if I'll be able to convince her, but I can at least try to distract her from Furene. It sounds good to me, yes.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
No.
Huh? Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Farina.
The primordial water, she knows about it.
I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Yes, we have. Furina is losing control over the primordial water because deep down she is not worthy to be the next
My thanks to you both.
Archon and
I will take
doesn't
it from
rule
here.
the hydro element. That's at least my theory. All evidence show that Furina is currently not
Quite sure.
the Hydro Archon.
Wow.
She should be, but it's not
So,
worthy to
what's
be.
your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, because he is the Hydro Dragon. Spoilers! He's an ancient dragon. And there were 7 dragons that ruled the world before the Archons and had the power of the elements. And it said that the true elemental powers that Traveler uses is the powers that he taps through the powers of the dragons, which the Archons
Day
have
may
took for
come when
themselves.
The prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day.
Oh my god,
This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
Oh my god. So sexy.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Ah, ha ha ha. Nah, Neuvillette is talking to the former Archon, who has cursed Furine. The prophecy is not a rhyme prophecy, it's a curse that the former Archon put on Furine. And I am 100%
Alright.
sure that's the truth.
Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
So T.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
Oh! I need to sprout a leak. BRB. Remember, children, after taking a pee-pee, always wash your hands.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
I knew it.
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
Oh.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke.
Joke? Haha.
Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Sadly.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
We shall see. Cut back to the little chit-chat we have with the knave. Oh my god, I'm pulling for the knave definitely. Well, not with money, because I'm poor, but if I get her, I get her.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house, Miss Farina. As the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
Yeah, she doesn't, because she's not the Hydro Archon.
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable? The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You know what? I'm on the side of the knave.
You're wrong.
She's saying everything
I've
correctly.
never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence.
Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures!
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now.
Ah, she's right.
Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
Yeah, fucking Furina.
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me.
Technically, she has the whole all right because you judge everyone willy-nilly.
Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
Listen, it's not about holding your head up high. It's about giving your all to save your people. But the way you act, Furina, it's... I know you want to make a cheerful act so that people are not afraid of what's coming and that you have everything under control, but it comes out of snobbish. Furina is not acting like her usual self. She was acting seriously, refuting the Neve's accusation. She means what she's saying. She's not putting on a front.
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
So what was that all a lie? Or can she really not tell us? She was so full of conviction and confidence just now, but she definitely...
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes.
Yeah, she's telling the truth, the knave.
Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
She hasn't thought about it that deeply.
That look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea.
Yeah, because she's not the Hydro Archon.
Someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yes,
Yeah,
maybe.
yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
Jesus Christ, she is so good. These aren't topics I can speak about. I don't even know what Neuvillette's task was. If I had to guess, he probably went down to deal with the surging primordial sea. But can he really deal with all of that himself? Of course he can. He's the most powerful of them all. And is Furina being truthful or not?
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise.
This bitch, she's kicking Furine so much that she's now even digging her knife. Like, yeah, you know, because of Traveler, he saved you more than once, bitch. So give him a prize after this.
Paimon.
Aww.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
Ah, the knave proceeds to change the topic and brings up shit, dyslexia.
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea.
Oh, I love her. Oh, God, please. Please, if there's a God, let her be a pullable and playable character. Because I have to have this snarky mommy. Jesus Christ.
It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Of course.
Paimon's coming too.
Paimon never leaves Traveler's side, so the knave knew that you would come, Paimon, so... Can I say something to Furina?
The tea party turned out to be even more difficult than I'd imagined. Why are you looking at me like that? Is something the matter? If there's nothing urgent, then I shall be retiring for now.
Bitch, a simple thank you is in order. Because just like the knave, I don't like you either. If we're gonna be truthful. I mean, there are things likable about you. Oh, sorry. And, you know, when you come, I'll try to pull for you. But you're not that likable, you know. You're too snobbish, and she was right about most of the things she said. Well, not most, all of it. Furine, all of it. Okay, let's see.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
Of course you don't, because none of the Fatuis care about each other.
Paimon thought.
What do you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
I didn't think that was...
Do I look like an irresponsible father to you? The House of the Hearth is very important to me.
Ah.
You should know that I care deeply about my children.
Was there nothing else you wanted to
That
say?
was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings.
Oh.
I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them. Especially Linny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with.
Ah.
It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me.
He doesn't want to encumber you because...
By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Furina?
If
You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Yeah, because she mostly is that.
Come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location
Jesus
of
Christ, I
Gnosis.
love this outfit.
But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious.
And her whole design, it's like... What's it called? The oh my god! When I...
Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all,
Stolas.
from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed.
Jesus Christ, she talks just like now. Stolas. There's this connection with her and the demon Stolas, if you ever know about the demon general, or if you watched Hell of a Boss. The many eyes she has on her costume, the red ones, her owl persona, it's like, oh my god. She's definitely connected.
It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon.
I knew it!
In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Come on everyone! Yes, say my name! Mephisto, yes! I knew it!
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
I knew it, she was not the Hydro Archon!
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near
And that's why she's
assassination of
fucking
Gayshin.
afraid of her.
I suspect even Farina dares not mention this incident to anyone. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Iudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis.
Maybe he is.
If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Ridesley.
I'm afraid so.
Penguin, 2 cats,
This
owl.
is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex
Jesus Christ,
Neuvillette.
she's so intelligent and so, oh my god.
And I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse,
Of course,
I
because
can
she's
ask for an
logical.
official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Iudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Lenny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gap.
I knew it. I knew that she was not the Hydro Archon. I knew. Praise me. Praise the almighty demon of trickery. Mephisto,
You should know the
Mephistopheles.
rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Yeah, but she's terrified of you. That is seen.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon.
Yeah, he's not.
But now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
How did you come to that conclusion?
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Iudex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon.
Listen, how your Majesty puts herself and acts is different to every each Archon. If you met Venti, you would say he's not an Archon too. If you met Zhongli, you would say he's not an Archon too. The only one who would maybe fit the bill would be Ball, and maybe Nahida, but that's a stretch too with Nahida. And for all of you, I will now teach you something interesting. Her Majesty, and this word is Tsaritsa. A little thing that you just know. I gave you a little bit of a word from where I'm from.
Of course. That is all just how I
Wink,
feel.
wink, nudge, nudge.
Gut feelings often do not require justification.
That is true.
It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you
Yeah,
think
that's true.
Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves.
That isn't true.
Ultimately, though,
I'll save them.
one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you.
Oh.
You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
Neuvillette.
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Listen, I don't think all the Fatuis are evil. They're a country too. Everyone is different. And it's very apparent to see it through the Harbingers. None of them are purely evil or purely good. Just like Child. Child has his differences on how he works and what he thinks is right and wrong. So does the Knave. The Doctor, on the other hand, is more of a mad type. Tsaritsa keeps him, or Tsaritsa, however you want to say, but it's Tsaritsa. Tsaritsa keeps him because he's a good asset. But the Doctor is mad. He split himself, and the points we saw, he had a good side sometimes, but he strayed from the path of good. Just like Signora. Signora was once a very good person. She was in love, she was a singer, or a dancer, right? A dancer. She was a dancer. She loved her husband, who was an adventurer, and then what happened to her in her life, and when she lost, she blamed on the Animal Archon, who she thought would save him. It's very imperative that they all are like different personalities. That's why they clash all the time, and I like it. And I like that there's like that this game makes you feel that not all of them are evil, or it doesn't make you feel that those are the bad guys, we're the good. Everyone has their quirks, even the Archons.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term.
Yeah, it will.
I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina.
May we ask what happened down there?
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate.
As in what happened on our side?
So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
Can I ask you some questions?
Permission granted.
You have enough power to force back the primordial jet.
It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
What did you sense in the fortress, Merpy? Did you manage to protect those in need?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering.
That is true, we found out her.
Another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
Because Nouvellette is sad. 4. Nouvellette has just mentioned his sense of grief. Thinking back to the legend, and the ferment said... Wait. Nouvellette, you can't
You
be...
may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh,
Nouvellette is the...
thinking?
He's the dragon sovereign of the water.
The dragon of... Huh?
Please do not be so surprised.
Paimon is.
Farina?
Nouvellette, are you listening?
He's not, because he sees that she's
my apologies.
sad and distraught too.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret.
Of course
There's
they will.
still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well,
Oh my
if
God.
you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood.
Yes, of course.
They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
Yes, because the first ever usurpers were the Archons, and they took the power from the dragons to themselves. Nouvellette is not the full dragon, he is one of the spawns of those great dragons.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried.
See you later,
We'll see you
Nouvellette.
another time.
Take care.
So all my suspicions were true. All of them. I knew it. I knew it. Jesus Christ, so many... Yeah, let's teleport here. I knew it. But yeah, so Nouvellette is one of the descendants of the ancient dragons. and the other dragons are not faring good. He is maybe one of the only dragons, I think, dragon spawns that like is sane. I think Dvalin is one of them too, but Dvalin was corrupted and it doesn't show his true. It doesn't show his form. Ajdaha is the Geo one. So Baal doesn't have one because I think it's said that the giant serpent that we find dead in the in Azuma, that should have been the dragon, but Baal killed him, so he doesn't have, I think, a spawn. That's why Baal is maybe one of the most powerful archons of them all. Then we have Nahidas. Nahidas we seen when we were unlocking the world boss in the desert, the one big one that we saw in the mist of the giant sandstorm that's slowly going mad. And then we now have Novelette. So their fates are either going mad and disappearing, or
you guys are back?
Or they leave with...
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had business to take care of.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Ah.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was
See?
also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the Karens. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals, is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two, they sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Your meals will bring all the prisoners to the cafeteria.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Ah. That's quite nice of the traveler to say. I will talk to you lastly, Mr. Weasley. Oh my god, yes. I want her to. I want almost everyone from Fontaine.
Traveler, Paimon, you're back. Are you still doing all right? Did either of you get hurt?
Don't worry, we're both great.
We're fine. But what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervillette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being.
Aww.
Of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided. How did Nervillette know that he was needed here? Well, Monsieur Nervillette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced.
Yes, of
I ran
course
into
he
the
can.
bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both all right. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like
so
to
nice.
take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Ah, Jesus Christ, she's so sweet. Why is she the most sweetest person in here? Oh my god. That isn't fair. That quite isn't fair. That she's so goddamn sweet. Oh my god. Oh, that's down. We need to go up. Here's up. Ah. She's wing is like she melts my heart. I don't know what is it with Mahoyo and making like cute childlike characters, and they're all sweet. They're like, oh my god, they melt your heart. I mean, every character they make them good. I mean, there are a few characters I don't like want to pull or something like that, but as a character, not like a playable character, but as a character, every single character they make is like very good. Ah, yeah, the Lenny Lynette and...
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Ah, they're so sweet too.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from an A.
From gay?
Thanks to everyone's support.
Wait a second. Ah! I unplugged something. Jesus, in a small room. Better. I'm back.
Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorand in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
Ah,
She didn't want to
sweet
stress
too.
you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
She's sweet too.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
Well, she said a
few
lot.
things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
It was a little
Her
surprising.
attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic.
Aw.
You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Aww.
Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Yes, please. All of this is pointing to they'll make her playable, please, Mahoyo. Please make her a playable character.
Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Why your lips no move?
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
We probably will.
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real?
Aw.
Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely. Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
Yay. Ah. Okay. And now with the sexy man himself, Rarely. If only I had a lot of money, so I could spend on MiHoYo characters, on Genshin Impact characters, because Jesus Christ. No, Zhongli, don't get there. My mouth hurts. Not my mouth, my forget about it. Forget about it. Also, he's not up, that means he's down. With them. Oh, I'm not talking with Risley?
Courier, Miss Seishween told me you still haven't eaten. Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
Yeah, they're not a pair.
That's no excuse for... Huh?
Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
And you,
fine, thanks.
Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh, yeah? Then why are you also here?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
Yeah. You don't have to lie to us. Yes! I'm gonna talk to you! Can we have tea with him, please?
Did my eyes deceive me, or did I just see 2 inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
I don't think that's going to work.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
Aww.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Cloran received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Why would everyone get the same?
It's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies.
Aww.
Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly.
Aww.
You've already wrapped up your work at the
sweet.
fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Aww. Of course.
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
I see you up there in the corner. I see you that you want me to click you. Don't worry, we will slowly. And then we're gonna pull on him. And I know I won't get him in that pull, but one closer towards the next goal, which is Furine. If I get her, good. If I don't, no problem. But oh my god, I want her. I want the knave so much. Jesus Christ. Just please, Mahoyo, don't give her like the same difficulty things to collect like you did with Sino, because that shit ain't fair. And please, Mahoyo, make it easier for us to find those goddamn bugs. It's too hard. I still haven't found all. Look at my baby boy. Where is he? Look at my baby boy. I still haven't leveled him up till the end. I have his artifacts. His talents are okay. I could do better. Come on. Why? Why this? Why this? All of this is not that difficult to get. None of it, but this. Oh. It's hell. It's hell, I tell you. Oh. Am I going back to my room to... I am going back to my room to reflect. Oh, what if I in my room see Child? Like Child drops by to say hello. That would be like mind-blowing.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
It feels like a huge weight off our shoulders.
Sure feels that way. But the truth is, we never did anything bad to begin with, so I'm not sure why we put so much pressure on ourselves.
Because we had important things to do. Paimon, is there something you'd like to say?
How did you know?
Because you usually just immediately fall asleep.
Hey, that's not true! All right. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all.
Ah.
It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
We're the best adventurers
You're
ever.
counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts too.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward. Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary.
Ah,
We should
I love
be safe
Paimon.
now,
Paimon
right?
is so good and cute. But I just hope that MiHoYo doesn't do what they did with like Honkai Impact, because Honkai Impact has like a fairy-like creature too, that's like good to you and guides you, and then suddenly at the end of the story it turns out she's the main villain of the whole thing. So please don't make Paimon a villain. Leave her innocent and good. I don't have the heart to be like, no, the betrayal. You'll be fine.
Alright then, good night to you, traveler.
Oh, we'll travel. Good night. Will travel dream something? Because of the hydrovision he has? But child? Oh my god, he did. Yes. Yes, what? Child is in the primordial water. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, I got for the traveler. Where is my traveler? Constellations. Thank you. I would like to play the traveler with the hydro traveler, because he's good. Hydro traveler is very good. There is so there was a leak. I think it's a leak. I don't know what exactly it is. But there was a picture of a very new design of child, which looked like half Schneznein, half Fontaine, purplish. And the thread that was with it, it was like the new look of child. And there's a theory going around that child is going to become the new,
if you'd like to
new
see
Hydro Archon, which would be cool.
tourist spots. I have a few
I don't know why.
references.
I think it would be cool. Let's see what I get. Let's see what I don't get. Oh, it's purple at least. Oh, I get Toma. Ah, okay. Oh, I have for one more pool now. Oh, I would like Tainari. I would really like another sea Tainari, but it won't happen. It just won't. Stop hoping. Stop hoping. That's the easy way. Whoop. Oh, C5. I almost have C6. Toma. Tomagachi. You know what? I don't want to stop playing playing Genshin, so we're gonna play. What is this? Whoop. I think it's the event. I don't want to play the new event yet. So what's this? This one. Yep. This one. This one is leeway. Ah, this one is the event story quest. 14 days, 4 days remaining. Is that the... Ah, yeah, it's the leeway one. I don't care about it that much, but... Ah, let's go play it. Let's go play it. Primo Gems, because... Why not? Plus, I'm waiting for my friend to come so we can play the... So we can play Genshin. Of course. My private Twitter is full of pornography, and now I got a picture of Astolfo being rammed. So that's good. My internet's much better now. There is a little bit of tearing, but it will get better. I want to check something out before I continue playing. It's the...
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Okay, I got no problems with this one. Okay, this one, how about YouTube?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Let's see.
But where are those who share the memory?
Okay. Because on the last stream, if you remember, there was a booby on the screen, so I was just hoping that I didn't get, like, you know, flagged. I don't know how I didn't get flagged. Not even on YouTube.
Wow, everyone got here so early.
I mean, I don't make money, so I think that's the thing.
The sun is shining bright today. As soon as that leaf floats past Stonegate, we shall reveal today's poetry theme.
I go pee-pee.
The theme of the second day of the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala is pairing couplets.
Pairing couplets? Oh, I've heard of that. It's a Liyue art form where you have to create new lines of poetry based on fixed rules. Kind of like a fill-in-the-blanks game, but for poetry.
Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the boundless land, forest boars and ocean shrimp, lavender melons and matsutake shrooms. Based on a given line of poetry, you must create the second line to form a pair, or couplet. As long as you take inspiration from the wide world around you, you'll find it's not so difficult after all. The two lines should be neatly matched, complementing each other both semantically and rhythmically. In essence, it's just like most other forms of poetry.
To pull your imaginations and allow the winds of inspiration to fill your sails, we've added an additional component, an inspiration walk.
An inspiration walk?
By
Inspiration walk?
we simply mean wandering around in the wild, taking in the scenery and pocketing any poetic thoughts.
Taking it in.
Of course, to all our friends, old and new, please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already fully booked for the month ahead. And if there's any more demand, I'll be the only one with a smile on my face.
Jesus Christ, she's dying. Like, oh, please don't die, because I'll be happy, but we'll be busy.
And fill your imaginations with the most pleasing of poetry.
Wow.
We will all reconvene here tonight. Traveler, can you round up Xingqiu, Chongyun, and the Mondstadt contingent? I have a favor to ask of you.
Oh, is it that thing from yesterday?
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
I'm counting on you. She has a great voice, the voice actress of Venti.
We hope that each of you can keep an eye out for this while you're out on your inspiration walk.
Are you sure this is okay? It was just something I ran into, and now we're imposing my business on everyone else.
Ooh, my back.
Oh, please don't say that, Mr. Chongyun.
My neck. My back.
Master Jean
my
ordered us to work with you however we can to improve cooperation. Helping each other out is exactly what we're here for.
Whoever just joined the stream, he came in the wrong time when I'm starting to sing the stupid song. It's in my head for days.
I can look for new cocktail ingredients too.
A cocktail, ha 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 ha. She
Think
said
of it
cock.
like an outing with friends. It'll be fun.
The way I see it, you should just humbly accept their willingness to help.
All right. In that case, thank you all very much. I will be sure to repay your kindness someday.
You know, sometimes people come and go, and I think it's mostly because, like, when you see that I'm streaming, you just see, like, a girly face. You think it's a girl, and the moment they come in and hear this voice coming out of this avatar, they're like, nope.
How can we write unique poems?
They're like, oh, hell no, I ain't doing this.
But how do we decide who goes in which group?
Maybe I should invest in a voice changer.
That'll make things even more fun.
Drawing lots? But what if I end up with the Liyue crowd, and I can't think of anything to say to them?
I've got the slips of paper here.
What the
Who
fuck
wants to
was
go
that?
first?
Oh, Paimon! Paimon wants to go first.
What? Oh my god, someone sold their soul.
Okay, so that's the Traveler, Paimon.
Oh my
Yoda,
god.
and Chongyun in one
Thank you,
group,
Gojo
and
Naruto,
Xingqiu, Mika, and Noelle in the
for
other.
subscribe, for following.
What a relief.
Yes, thank you for coming to my cult and selling your soul
Then
to
I
me.
humbly place myself
From this
at your
day
instruction.
onward, you are one of my old cultists.
I don't think that won't be.
I also await your guidance.
Oh my god. For a second, it jump scared me. I jumped for a second. Like, holy shit, what the fuck? What is this sound?
Take care, everyone. See you all tonight.
It's sad that I hear it so little that it fucking
Did anyone
scares
forget to
me.
bring anything? If
Oh my god. I like your name, Gojo Naruto.
Dun, 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 dun,
Because it has two of my favorite anime characters. Well, I like Naruto, but I love Gojo much more. Oh my god.
Miss Diona, is there some place in
Those
particular?
beautiful blue eyes and that white hair and that.
Since we're trying to find that thing you saw, why don't we start with the place you saw?
Let's get back to this. Let's go in.
Sure. Then, everyone, follow me.
Oh, the emo boy is watching us. Because I'm an emo boy. Okay, let's see. What are they?
Enjoy your inspiration walks. I'm looking
He was
forward
the
to some splendid.
First 5-star I just wanted and I didn't get him. The first 5-star I got was Zhongli when I started playing. And he's been on my team from then point onward. Oh my god. Ooh, fly, fly, fly. Not this time, pig. I came in and got a laugh right away. I love the vibes. Lol. Hello. Hi. thanks for
Solidify.
Oh my god, what? Today is the day I'm gonna cry, huh? Everyone's so nice. Thanks. Thanks for encouraging me that I'm funny. Someone at least says that. Yes. My mom's not the only one. Jesus Christ. Oh, what's your name? Jesus Christ, I'm dyslexic. Seren Thorns. Thank you for the comment. It means a lot. It's very nice. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Mihoyo knows what they're doing with all of them. Like their moans, they go, but it's okay when we hear the moans. But imagine the person sitting in that booth, and then the person in Mihoyo say, "So, you're playing this very pristine man. He's an archon. He's a god. Now, make that bitch moan." Lol. It's serene, like the view of this lake is so serene. Ah, serene and beautiful. Oh, sorry. Jesus Christ. Ah, serene thorns. Serene thorns. Well, like a serene. Well, okay. Okay. I'm not judging your name. My name's
Right over there.
Mephistopheles
Next to the water.
Mephisto, so
That's where I saw
some
it.
people don't even
But it
know
was a
from
little
where
foggy
that
at the
is.
time, so I didn't get it.
Or if you're a big weeaboo nerd, then you say, oh, isn't that the demon from Blue Blaze Exorcist?
Is this the kind of place you like to take a walk?
1, 2, 3.
I wasn't taking a walk. I come here to
Sorry
train.
for pronouncing your name wrongly.
Knights train for combat?
It's a bit different. As an exorcist of Liyue, my training involves practicing techniques for the
We're all
exorcism
good.
of evil
A lot of
spirits.
people struggle with it, so I usually give an example to people so they can understand.
always
And
wanted
that's
to
a very
demonstrate
nice
the power of
example.
exorcism.
I think the most problem why I read it wrongly because it's all
actually gotten a
together,
chance.
and when I read it, it's like my brain is now is like.
Spirits run and hide.
Yeah, dyslexia is that kind of thing that it like.
It's awful. Have you ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil spirit? A lot of people think I'm a fraud because of this condition of mine.
Thanks very much.
Physical constitution is far rarer.
Jesus
than a technique
Christ.
Still passed down by exorcists today. You should treasure it.
You should treasure
Conqueror of demons.
I'm the emoist of emo boy.
Yep, this is Xiao, an adeptus of Liyue.
And you're a cat.
An adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before.
Of course you haven't.
Hello, Mr. Adeptus.
Just call me Shao.
Just call me Shao. I'm a bird, and you're a cat.
Here to train
Isn't
too?
this weird that we're
Are
talking
you out for
together?
an inspiration walk?
When I heard about the exorcist's encounter,
Jesus Christ, he's like.
my suspicions were roused. That's why I'm here.
That's
I've already informed the owner of the inn. If you see anything out of the ordinary, return immediately and leave it to me.
Because roses have thorns, yet a
I'm
field
really
of
sorry.
roses would be
I
very
didn't mean to
serene
drag
and
even the
beautiful.
conqueror
Oh my
of
God!
demons into this.
I have already patrolled the area and
Are you
found
some
nothing
kind of
amiss.
poet, man?
Either the anomaly you
Or woman? I
encountered was
haven't.
no evil
Shit.
spirit. Perhaps it already left.
You presuming my pronouns, bro? Sorry, but that's quite a very thoughtful way of naming yourself, and it's quite nice, yeah. Because yeah, roses do have thorns. Jesus Christ, you went very deep, and I'm like speechless. I'm a little blushing, you know. Sorry, but oh my God, it's like, oh my God, guy, lol. So, worries. Though people often call me a girl cause the username is a bit feminine. I don't per se a name
that
can't
means we
be
came
that
all this way for
feminine
nothing.
or not because it's just a name, but your name is quite beautiful and you thought because of a meaning and it's meaningful. It's not like just like I don't know, handfucker 69 or big boss booty big bitches lady. Your username is quite like poetic, and I like it quite a lot.
If there's no
Because
other
I wouldn't
business,
never like
taking my
connect these
leave
two
now.
things together, and it's like, oh my God. Yeah, you simp for Ether, we know. Come on an inspiration walk with us. Why the fuck do all of them moan? Why?
Yeah, you should come. There's no one else around here anyway, so you don't need to worry.
Yep, Paimon's right. So no one will judge you for simping for the traveler.
I would also be honored if you joined us, Adeptus Shao. It is a rare opportunity, and I have many questions about exorcising evil spirits that I would like to ask you.
Ask you. Jesus Christ. So I'm surrounded by femboys and a lolly cat. And a flying diaper fairy. What is my life?
Fine.
Jesus Christ, the eyeliner. Oh my God.
Seems like this Adeptus is pretty shy. Or maybe All the Adepti in Liyue are like this.
No, just this one because he's a simp. Thank you, it's something I came up with on my own. Once it's original, so I was happy since no one else uses it on any games I play. Well, I'll say this with quite confidence. I don't think most gamers have a poetic side as you did, because god damn, that name is awesome.
Team Changyun has a new member! Yay!
Team Chung. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, I'm racist. I heard Ching Chung is a new member. And she said Team Chung.
What? When did this become my team? Now that Adeptus Xiao is joining us, if anyone's team leader, it should be...
Team Zhao doesn't have...
Don't overthink it! Diona, didn't you say you wanted to find some new ingredients?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't get to come to Liyue very often, so I want to gather some new ingredients while I'm here.
How old is she?
I've heard that Liyue's Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire. Is that true? I'm gonna mix them into my drinks and give it a try.
Jesus Christ. As a story writer, hearing that you liked the poetic part, it was nice. Ah, you're a story writer?
Huh?
What kind of stories do you write?
Chilies.
I mostly like love like fantasies, dark fantasy, and like a bit of romance and mystery in books. But I mostly read like dark fantasies and fantasy books. What kind of you write? I'm really interested in this.
Let's go pick a whole bunch of them.
What the...
And she's gonna mix it, and it's gonna be like the best drink ever in the world.
As well as Jueyun chilies, I also need some slime condensate or loach pearls.
Are those really fit for human consumption? This is starting to sound like something Shangling would make.
Shangling would make. This is something like Shangling would make. I'm British. Oi. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Useless. A touch of frost.
I'm a rock. Think you can bully me?
Maybe. Maybe yes, no.
Submit for judgment.
Submit for judgment. Jesus Christ. I think they have the most perfect job ever. Just like moan
This should be enough.
on your microphone. Zhao jumping. No, he ain't, bitch. No, he ain't. Okay, this should be... Oh my god.
Diona, you seem really committed to, making alcoholic drinks available to people of
Thank you
all
for
tastes.
selling your soul to me. Now, you are one of my own cultists. Thank you for coming this far. Now, you are here and mine. Sorry. I just made this up a few minutes ago that this will be now when someone sells his soul to me. My stories are multi-genre, so they fluctuate. I make fantasy, sci-fi, post-apocalyptic, thriller, mysteries, so on and so forth. I am not good at romantic type of stories though. No problem. I kind of like most all of what you write. Not most. I like all that you wrote, because I really like that type of things. But you don't have to like particularly have to be a romantic writer. I think like your own romantic experience can be good to put like for two characters. But it doesn't have to be in a book to make like a good story. So I I would love to read maybe one of your books if you sell your books. If it's not like something like on stories or something like that. But I would love to read one of your books. They sound, the points that you put, that you write, sound quite interesting. And things that I look in a book when I'm reading. I'm heading to a park to play catch with my dad with a football. So I'll have to head out for now since my... it's not dad, it's date. Shit. Oh, since my date doesn't like Twitch. I'll pop back in if you're still live. I get back. Are you going on a date or going out with your dad? However, enjoy yourself and see you later. And if not, there's gonna be the feed, so you can always rewatch the stream. And if not, you can always subscribe to my YouTube. All the videos are there, so see ya. It's been nice talking to you.
When grown-ups drink too much, they get that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even respond properly. Sometimes, they just sleep on the floor all night. Alcohol is the root of all kinds of evil. So, I'm on a mission to mix the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful alcohol really is. Nothing can stand in my way. If it means coming out to Liyue every day to pick fresh Jueyun chilies, then so be it.
Is it really worth all that effort?
Yeah. Because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't woken up to the truth of how bad alcohol is, they even keep praising my drinks. It makes me furious!
The fact that there's a pun in this in this word, in this whole sentence, is just baffling to me. Because she says furious, as in furious, as in she's a cat and she has fur.
But how is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff you're throwing into their drinks, it must taste absolutely vile.
Are you calling me a liar? Well, if you don't believe me, I'll fix you a drink right now. Then you'll see.
No need.
No need. Wait.
Oh no. Is she really going to add those Jueyun chilies?
If her claims are true, perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
I don't see how it could have anything to do with her. Unless she's under the influence of some kind of power? Maybe an evil spirit.
It ain't an evil spirit. It's something much...
I sense no trace of the demonic in her. Although there are traces of something else. Something rather special. In Liyue, we might say this child has adeptal affinity.
Oh my god. Yeah, no. She has something much better.
I made one for Xiao too.
Oh boy. Look at that color. Yep.
What's wrong? You're not allergic to anything, are you? Don't worry. There isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime condensate base with a seasoning of Jueyun chilies and finished with frog legs.
Surely there's no way this can possibly taste good.
Don't force yourselves. And now...
Xiao downed it in a single gulp. Oh, great. If the Conqueror of Demons drank it, it'd be rude of me to
It'd be rude of me to refuse. And now the funny part happens.
Changyan drank his too. Is he gonna be okay?
This drink is
delicious. It does have a touch of Jueyun chili, but it isn't at all overpowering. It's completely different from Xiangling's cooking or those drinks Xingqiu makes to mess with me. It's crisp and refreshing, with just a hint of numbness, and the Jueyun chili flavor combines with the smooth but not slimy texture of the frog legs to form a heavenly mixture. And oh, the slimes. Can we talk about the slimes? Before this, I never knew that they had such a pure and herby taste, like fresh grass after the rain. The power and purity of nature distilled into a cup. Amazing! Simply unbelievable!
That's right. Slimes are absolutely sublime.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, I failed again. But wait, what's gotten into Chongyun? He's been so quiet up until now.
Are you okay?
Great! And I gotta try another. Diona, if you please, one more.
Jesus Christ. At your instruction, Diana Surgeon.
Okay. I think I'm sorry. I can't believe I let you all see me like that.
It's fine. My fault for not checking your spice tolerance first. Oh, looks like this pure yang spirit isn't such a great thing to have after all.
Actually, before I drank it, I very much doubted what you said about your drinks.
Who'd have thought it? Diona and Chongyun are actually kind of similar. Xiao? What's wrong?
Look over there.
Over there!
You mean the leaf?
Something's written on it.
What?
It wasn't there before.
Over here?
Jesus Christ, he has a great eyesight. If he can see that, let's grab it and take a look.
Or it'll get swept away.
Before it gets swept away. I love the Hydro
There's a poem written on it.
Traveler.
Conqueror of
Hydro
Demons.
Traveler
Truly
is now
amazing
one of my
vision.
most favorite elements that the Traveler got. First is, well, now it's no longer first. It was Anemo, and the others are like meh. The skies that the night blossom with flowers, the stars that night hummed like bees in search of nectar and of dreams, and we that night were as new as the dew under moonlight, flowing like slinking honey. Our words sweet as we sat by the spring, but I turned and left you all alone. Shit. The poem in my heart left unspoken, and since then the stars do not twinkle. The moon is ice cold. I hide them neath the water, but your tears fall and find them.
It sounds like the author is writing about the first time they met their true love.
Although the following lines suggest that they didn't end up together.
Why write a poem on a fallen leaf? The flowing waters are ruthless. They carry the leaves away with the current. This poem would likely have vanished into the void had we not found it. It makes no sense to me.
Sometimes people write poems simply to express
That's
themselves.
true. I've heard Xingqiu say something similar before.
Xingqiu.
When there's things that you're unable to say, or just never had the chance to say before it was too late, if it can be put on paper, it can be expressed as poetry.
Is it kind of like wishing at a fountain? I used to do that sometimes when I was little.
When you were little, aren't you little now?
So, that means that our mystery poet was probably hoping that someone would read it, right? You think? Then, should we write a poem in reply?
But we don't know who wrote it. How can we reply?
Why not go upstream?
Upstream? Why?
The ink looks fresh. It can't have been written too long ago.
Jesus, the baffled face on him is like, ooh.
This withered leaf floated down with the current. If we travel further upstream and drop a leaf into the same waters, it should be carried down past the original writer.
Oh my god, that's so smart.
Aw, this is so romantic! Communicating with a mystery person using poems on fallen leaves! But how do we make sure that they'll receive it?
We can write extra copies and drop the leaves in different places. As they say, where there's a will, there's a way. Surely at least one of our leaves will find a path.
Either way, it's our only option.
Then let's make like a tree and head upstream!
Jesus Christ, Paimon. Let's make like a tree and head upstream. Yeah. It's definitely. Ah, it's here. Jesus Christ. Let's make like a leaf. Oh, my dear Paimon, my sweet, sweet child. Fuck you! Every single fucking time. These goddamn pigs. Jesus Christ. I hate this shit so much.
Upstream, up we go! Oh, did you think of what to write yet?
I already finished writing it. Amidst the dark, fireflies aglow, pebbles unmoved by the stream's flow. If words yet remain and love holds to the last, against the world can the small stand fast. In honied moonlight, may you once more bask. I don't know. Give me a second. Give me a second. How was it? It's. Let's see. It's HONAYED. Honeyed. Jesus Christ, I'm dumb. I couldn't read honeyed. Jesus. Okay. Honeyed a moonlight. May you bask.
Ooh, great!
Jesus.
Now give it here, and Paimon will toss it into the water.
Oh my God, my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. Jesus Christ, it hurts so much, and it cracks so many times. I think I'm not sleeping that good. Or my bed is shit. One of those things is true. Seems like the idea of getting involved has grown on you.
Things you never had the chance to say before it was too late. When silence is the final word, we mourn the loss of things unheard.
You should try writing a poem too, Jean.
I have little talent for, nor knowledge of poetry.
I wouldn't say so.
The leaf's in the water. Look, it's like a little boat. Merrily down the stream. Life is but a dream.
Aww. Oh my God, Paimon.
We should probably pick up the pace.
Stupid.
We still have a few more leaves to set afloat, and we need to get back before it gets dark.
Before it gets dark.
Okay, let's go!
Oh my God, I love
What's
Paimon.
this? You two having a private chat?
Yeah, and they kissed.
No, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing.
I just hope this isn't all in vain.
Yeah. And they kissed. Some time ago in a team far, far away. Did they find the leaves, huh? The response of Ether. Of Aether. Of Ether.
The scenery here is quite beautiful. Let's pause here to seek some inspiration.
Let's go.
Should we set up camp? Oh, please wait a moment. I'll pitch the tent.
It's an inspiration walk. There's no need for all that.
Okay. Well, I'll conduct reconnaissance nearby to ensure this area is safe and see if I can't scavenge any firewood or food while I'm at it.
Ah, he's so cute and nice. But I think I know why people hate him that much. Because of the lisp. Is it because of the lisp? I find him kind of adorable.
Wait, reconnaissance?
It means survey the environment and plan our route forward. It's the foundation of all operations while out in the wild.
Are all inspiration walks in Mondstadt this complicated?
Seems yes.
They're acting like this is completely normal. Am I the weirdo here?
No, you're not.
In that case, I'll conduct reconnaissance with Mika.
Huh? Oh, crumbs. Now I have to try and make small talk. Should I mention the scenery?
Very well. Then leave the camp to me.
The Kampf.
So, Xingqiu, do you, go on inspiration walks often? Or
I do. I always get bored when I'm cooped up at home. So I head out for a stroll. Life gets busy. You have to steal a moment of leisure when you can.
Cool. Oh, over there, firewood.
Where the fuck did you see firewood?
Neutralizing threats.
Wait, oh, he's a spear user.
No, my sword!
You had your chance.
Let me weave you a verse.
Now's our chance.
Oh my god. They make a good combination. I must say I'm quite impressed. They make a very good team. Oh my god.
With this wood and the food I brought along, we can definitely put together a decent lunch.
Oh, these my berries. I love the berries guy.
You've got quite a knack at wilderness survival. I'll give you that.
I'll give you
Thanks.
that.
I was on an expedition with the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius for a while, not too long ago. I was in charge of surveying and mapping.
I like his tie.
Oh? You sound like a character from an adventure novel. Charging across the world, sword in hand.
What? No, I'm nowhere near as amazing as all that. If I really run into a powerful enemy, I always leave it for someone stronger to deal with.
You're too modest, Mika. A hero is measured not by the blood on his sword, but by what's in his heart.
Aww.
As long as a
Jesus
righteous
Christ.
heart that yearns to aid others beats within your chest, no matter where you go or what you have achieved, you may be called a hero.
That all sounded pretty profound. Oh, I've never even thought about any of that before.
Hello? Are you okay? Maybe we should return, lest Noelle be forced to wait on us.
His voice, I should have checked Shang-Chi's voice actor or actress, but it's so goddamn familiar. And I think I've heard that voice somewhere before. Like in an anime or something like that. Isn't it funny how you cannot run on water? Jesus Christ, she truly did make a camp in that short amount of time.
But you're back! Did everything go smoothly? Do you need a cloth to wipe the sweat from your brow?
No need, thanks. All clear. There's no danger in the
Christ, I
vicinity.
like her design too, Noelle's. Even the 4-star character that some people don't even play or care about are very good design.
Noelle, your cooking is amazing.
Of course she is.
Every single dish is so tasty.
Truly astounding. I never imagined it was possible to enjoy such a satisfying meal in the great outdoors.
Really? Then what do you usually eat when you're out on an inspiration walk?
Oh, well, since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried snacks to take with me. Add in whatever fruit I pick along the way, and that's my lunch.
By sneaking out, you mean running away from home?
That's right. Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story like, I'm going out to take care of business.
But if you get caught, won't you get disciplined?
So, just don't get caught.
Huh. Anyway, did anything interesting come up while you were out scouting?
Well, Xingqiu and I talked about what it means to be a hero. Now that I think about it, by Xingqiu's definition, you should be considered a hero too, Noelle.
Huh?
You're always happy to help everyone in the Knights of Favonius. Not only that, but whenever we're out training, you help out the citizens of Mondstadt. Oh, remember that time when a giant boulder was blocking the road? You cut it in two with a single blow.
Oh? Sounds like she has both a heroic spirit and incredible martial prowess.
Don't. Oh, please don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do. Finding inspiration.
Miss Hu Tao said something about pocketing our poetic thoughts. But so far, all we've done is gather some firewood and cook lunch.
Wait, this is now important.
I have no idea what to write.
You can write about anything. Looking at Cor Lapis,
Oh my god, he has...
one can't help but wonder if one's own
No,
heart
this
is
boy
as
is
bright
gay.
and clear
This
as
boy is
jade.
gay, definitely.
Observing silk, so bright and beautiful, one pauses to consider whether it ever feels...
So we have to connect our internal world with the external one?
Did you know, in some countries, long ago, if a man had an earring on his right ear, it meant that he was fruity, in the way that he is gay. That's how they distinguish themselves, that you know that you are gay. After a while, it got known, and then, because to some people before long ago, men were known to wear earrings. Now, either a man wears both earrings, like man earrings, or doesn't wear them, or if he wears just one, he puts them on the left ear if he's not gay, because it's now well known, at least in Europe it's well known, that if you had an earring on the right side, you were known as gay.
Exactly. But that's just one of many possible methods.
That, and if you wear a watch on the right side, on your right hand, it meant that you were
Perhaps
gay.
you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
Because she is.
Huh? Wait! I saw her at the gala yesterday. She wrote one of the riddles we answered. Why don't we go say hi?
Why don't we go say hi? Because maybe she doesn't want to be disturbed. Hello, stranger. Push her in the lake. Who are you working for?
Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
Jesus Christ. How the fuck do you talk like that? It is too fortuitous that we talk again on this fine evening night when the moon was full and gazes at the lake.
Hello. Are you here on your inspiration walk too?
If it's not unknown to people who haven't played this, but played like a previous event, she's not human. She's the hydro shit that you can fight in Leeway. Not exactly one, but you know, if you saw Idea, you know that people with blue hair and glowing blue eyes are not human.
Allow me to introduce ourselves. I am Xingqiu, and this is Noelle and Mika.
Jesus Christ, why does he have such a racist name like Xingqiu?
Thank you for accepting our answer to your riddle yesterday.
Saying his name is like, I don't know, if like I'm making fun of Asian people. Thanks for the spoilers, you mother trucker. Oh, so sorry. It's not like this event ends in like 2 days. If you haven't played it, hell,
Miss Kelly
mother truck you.
That's right. I was traveling in the area and just happened to see there was a poetry event being held at Stone Gate. It looked fun, so I thought I'd drop in.
Your riddle yesterday made quite an impression on me. It was uniquely evocative. Have you studied Liyue poetry before?
Jesus Christ.
I haven't,
Maybe.
actually. I've just picked up a few things
Arc-voodle.
here and there from chatting with people throughout my
Oh my
travels.
god. It is the Arc-voodle? The one from Destroy All Humans?
Amazing. So you're a natural poet.
Jesus Christ.
We noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance away.
Cool
Are
down,
you drawing
man, cool
poetic
down.
inspiration from the flowing current beneath your feet?
I haven't finished my poem yet. The water here was just
No.
so peaceful and calming. I stopped for a moment and lost myself in admiring it.
Well, since we're all here, why not head back with us to the venue for tonight's festivities? It's getting late after all.
Huh? Are you sure?
We can walk and talk. Perhaps the mingling of ideas will give rise to new inspiration.
Oh, and the camp we put, just leave
I'd like
it.
to hear Miss Callie Rowe's cup.
Who the fuck
I'm sure
cares?
I can learn something. Well, if you're all in agreement, I've got no reason not to join you.
All the playable characters like whose main antagonist energy, while all the NPCs are like copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. We're background.
Woohoo! The first team is back, right on schedule.
Jesus Christ, Venti, what the fuck was that?
The others have yet to return?
They're all dead.
Come on! Let's hurry!
We're not too late, are we?
Just how far did you all go?
Very far.
Everyone catch your breath.
We went to Mondstadt
Come
and
on,
back.
Deep breaths. 1, 2. Now, don't panic. The party hasn't started yet.
1, 2, fuck you.
We made it! Oh, Paimon's exhausted.
So when do you get tired from flying?
Paimon gets tired if she has to fly too fast. Oh, not to mention dropping all those leaves. Paimon's hands are cramping up.
Aww.
Sounds like someone needs to exercise more.
Jesus Christ. This whole stream has been people burning each other.
Huh? You guys picked up a new teammate while you were out?
That ain't fair.
Indeed. This is Kelly Rowe. I believe you'll remember her from yesterday, though you weren't introduced.
Hi, everyone.
And the travel goes like the Spider-Man meme.
Hello, but you're not the only ones who's called in reinforcements. Look who we got! Wait. Xiao? Where'd he go? Xiao, come on out!
Zhao has the energy of a person who likes to play Batman.
Now that we've all
Just like
regrouped,
disappears and
let's-
appears when he wants.
Huh. Scratch that. Looks like we're still waiting on my co-host.
They say roosters crow at first light, and finches go to bed at night. But Director Hu Tao's always on the ball. Anytime, anywhere, she'll answer your call.
Jesus Christ.
Are the theatrics really necessary? We're already on day 2 of the festival. The opening ceremony is over.
No. When it's Hu Tao, the theatrics are always on point. She is the most over-the-top
But
person
my
ever.
Dear Paimon, it seems you are not
My
yet
dear
aware.
Paimon.
That was not for my own sake, but for a special guest who's joining us today.
Let me guess, it's Zhongli.
Director Hu's manner is as exuberant as ever.
Of
It
course.
always makes quite an impression.
Of course, the man himself, the poet, the one and only, Mr. Nomura.
Now this is a surprise.
Again. Who would have
Mr.
thought?
Zhongli, I hope you are well.
2 Archons at each side.
What can you tell me about Mr. Zhongli? He seems like somebody very important.
He's the former Archon of this country. I mean, he's the former Anchor of this. I mean, he works for Hu Tao.
Yes, he's held in very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite in many different domains of knowledge.
Yeah, and he's known as the man who never pays. The man with no mora. The only person who has a Fatui Harbinger as a wallet.
His expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic
To
and
this
poetic.
point, I think she knows. She definitely knows who he
He
is.
may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert. And so, we have invited him here tonight to judge the compositions.
The director exaggerates. I am but vaguely acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
Oh my god. Dig into him, Venti, please.
Yeah, enough with the modesty already. If I didn't know better, I'd say you seemed nervous. Just focus on judging.
I'm laughing because she just sounds like... Oh my god, what's his name? Uncle... No, Uncle... The... Hiya! Uncle Roger.
Please rest assured that I shall rise to the occasion, Director.
Let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! Equal numbers on both sides.
Yeah, it is Uncle Roger. Yeah, it's Uncle Roger. I was afraid I said it wrongly, but yeah, it's Uncle Roger. He always goes like, "Hiya, Gordon, you cannot do it like that."
Huh?
I won't do
Are you
an
counting me
imitation
too?
of him. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It will blah, 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 blah. It will be fun.
Okay, fine. But consider this a favor.
Oh my god.
With our Fontaine friend present, perhaps we should rename this event to the Three Nations Congenial Poetry Gala.
Fontaine.
Also,
Who's
I'm
from
just
Fontaine?
noticing that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most. That kind of puts Team Traveler at a bit of a disadvantage.
Why would Paimon be
Well, how about this?
half
I'll
teammate?
join in as well. Director Hu Tao, here to help out in your hour of greatest need. What does everyone think?
Fuck you, we don't need you, Hu Tao. Paimon is a valid part of this team, and I'm not gonna let no one bash on my cute little Paimon. She is a full member, even more. She is the best known companion this traveler could have. Fuck you, don't underestimate my dear
Naturally,
fucking
the more the
Paimon.
merrier. Being the host of the festival shouldn't stop you from having the chance to enjoy it like the rest of us.
Then it's settled. Everyone else in the audience, feel free to join in too and support your favorite team.
What about me? Shall I keep track of the score?
No need for that. The teams are just a formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't intended to be competitive.
Yeah.
But what do you think, Judge Zhongli?
Judge Zhongli.
I concur, Director. Moreover, it would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondstadt and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions.
Jesus Christ, so many words.
Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration and finish with friendly conversation?
That's a relief. I was so nervous about this, but it sounds like it's gonna be pretty relaxed.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge. Zhongli said everything I was supposed to say, only far more eloquently. So, without further ado, I shall pass the baton to Venti.
No problem.
I still can't believe they put
on your
two
thinking
Archons
caps and
together.
take a
Like,
deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
please, I beg you, Mihoyo, for this year's, like, New Year's, please let all the 4 Archons that we know for now, it doesn't have to be for Rene for now because it's still actual, but please make an event where Zhongli, Venti, Baal, and Nahida are together. Please, thank you.
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution to inspire others to share their brilliance. Please listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in luxury inside a Shinue kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What? He managed to think of one already? Oh, he seems like a real expert at this.
Shinue Kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or are they too similar for a couplet? Oh, this is pretty difficult.
Shinue Kiosk.
Oh.
Contemporary tastes. I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP dining experience with an emblem of the past. Ah! Maybe where I was training that one time. That was quite ancient. The weather was terrible that day. Okay, I got something. Surrounded by history, outside a Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless tenebrous skies ablaze.
Wow! Changyun completed the couplet!
Oh my god.
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair. The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene, the other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky. All right then. I guess I'll start the next couplet. Mind pines for Mingyun, flesh confined to Qingse, spirit striding high on Zheyun's clouds.
Oh, Changyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
This conjures the image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Oh my god.
Soul shines like jade stone, dressed in finest silkwear. Lucent heart still beats within me now.
Wow, how did Noel do that?
A superb line. It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects. Truly the work of a skilled poet.
Oh ho
That
ho.
was a commendable couplet.
Oh. And this in the background.
All thanks to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk.
Oh ho ho.
I'd like to start the next couplet. Up into the misty karst, down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup.
Lotus seed and bird egg soup? What is it, Diona? Did you think of a second line for the couplet? No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. I need more time just to understand them. But when I heard lotus seed and bird egg soup, it made me think of berry and mint burst. Maybe because I mixed a similar drink recently.
North beyond the Starfell Lake. South across the windswept plains. Just for berries squeezed and mint infused.
Ho ho ho.
No
And we
wonder
hear
everyone
his
praises the traveler so highly. You answered so quickly.
oh ho ho, and oh my god, we heard goddamn ether voice in an event?
Both halves of this couplet require intimate knowledge of the terrain in question and the local plants that may be found there. The two of you are clearly both seasoned travelers.
Does this mean I helped? Meowza!
Jesus Christ, Meowza. You saved the day.
Hey now, Zhongli. Don't just praise everything you hear. You should question and press them a bit. Don't worry about upsetting anyone. After all, I'm here to take the heat.
And now he's gonna
And allow me
whip the
to try
floor with you.
another. Qingxin has no heart. Still, it soothes the human heart.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Qingxin? This is a...
The shin part of Ching Shing means heart, but the flower itself has no heart, but has heat. I've got it.
Sweet dream is no dream, yet it nurtures people's dreams.
Sweet dream. Does that really match?
Since the suitability of the match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Qingxin?
Sweet dream is a type of dessert.
Oh, you mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you sleep well, right?
Actually, we slept peacefully the night because Zhao is there to protect everyone. Ah, ha 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 ha. Simp! And Batman's gone.
Then I agree. The two halves of the couplet match. This point is well deserved.
Points for me, points for thee. This judge gives out points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far. Let's push the envelope a little.
Oh? In that case, why don't you finish this one for me, Hu Tao? Round moon in the heavens, full moon at night. Celebrate with circle of friends.
Oh, square meals in the basement. Big bowls of rice, decorate with cuboids of meat.
Huh? What the?
Ah, we have ourselves a pedant's couplet. The two halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the two halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict pairings make this no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent couplet.
Oh ho
Blah,
ho.
blah, 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 blah. So verbose. Zhongli, just tell me if I got a point or not.
Of course you did. I presumed it went without saying.
Ahem. Through Cheongji, I walked 100 miles. At Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in 2 styles, but horsetails don't trot out the marsh.
From vendors, I bought some 15 steaks. At dinner, I sizzled the lots. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks, but 15 won't fit in the pot.
Huh?
So that's a pedant's couplet. I think she can do that too.
I thought of one. Wolf hooks can't hook Baron Bunny.
Aw, that's a cute couplet.
Sweet flowers can't outsweet Sister Barbara.
Even here the Simps live.
Now, that's the passion we like to see. Although, unfortunately, your response was technically 1 word too long.
In that case, Whopper flowers can't whop Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh, this Mondstadter's got talents.
I'm so relieved. I at least managed to get one.
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of Clear Springs.
Is this like a mild rap battle?
Wow, Noelle came up with another one. Come on, match the couplet. Paimon knows you can do it.
Why don't you try, Paimon?
Do you really think Paimon has what it takes?
Time to get pendants. Match each word 1 by 1, and you'll be fine.
Fine, Paimon will give it a whirl. Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of Clear Springs. Seething in the pouring rain, sword of pain swipes at my foe, beating up the eye of the storm.
Great
What?
job.
Really?
Yes, very good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere of leisurely reading with a cup of freshly brewed tea.
Aww.
Really? Maybe Paimon has a knack for this after all.
I like how they treat Paimon here. Very nice. At least this
It
scene.
appears that my services as a judge are no longer needed.
Shall we go, Venti? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah. Do it for us who cannot read that fast.
Paimon's so happy! Paimon managed to match a bunch of couplets at the end. You did hear them all, right?
I really enjoyed myself too. Oh, I never knew Liyue's couplet poetry was so much fun.
You were amazing today, Noelle. You did so many couplets. Paimon especially liked your one about reading Heart of Clear Springs. Paimon never could have thought of that.
Miss Kelly Roy, are you okay? You look like you're getting tired.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Although, I do have a question I'd like to ask. Have all of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
I've read it before.
I haven't actually read it.
Dad told me the story once. It's about a spring fairy and a young boy.
Oh, yes.
The story of a spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy under the moonlight in a faraway land. The boy poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his stories. Over time, the boy grew up and began to develop feelings for the spring fairy. But the spring fairy didn't understand human love and was afraid that making a promise to him would ultimately end in tragedy. And so,
I ain't gonna say nothing, but
moved, Iona's father mentioned the part about the kiss to her.
In the end, the spring fairy left the boy and was never heard from again.
Oh, yes, that's it. Many years went by, and the boy became an old man. But he never stopped believing that the fairy was real, and not just a dream.
Sounds like a tragic tale.
So, what do you guys think of the spring fairy in the story? I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope to understand why she left. It's a shame that the misunderstanding never got cleared up. Well, do you think she should go back and see that boy again, if she ever had another chance?
Now? But isn't he an old man by the end of the story?
Isn't it a bit late? What if it just led to more regrets?
nah, it never leads to regrets.
Sorry. No. Maybe I'm being too pessimistic.
If Paimon was that boy... Actually, Paimon would definitely want to see the spring fairy again, no matter how old Paimon got. After all, she's the love of his life, right?
I see.
Oh? Looks like the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
Stick to hosting, Tone Deaf Bard. If you get involved, you'll only match every couplet yourself and not leave any for the rest of us.
I love how she calls him Tone Deaf Bard.
I never knew you had such a high opinion of my abilities, Paimon. But the couplet games are all over now. Tomorrow's theme is freestyle poetry.
Like freestyle rapping?
Do we have to share our own poems with everyone?
That's right. If you're not feeling confident, don't worry. It's never too late to register for Venti's Poetry Cram class.
I'll sign up.
Oh, me too.
Hold on there, Buster. Before you start peddling your classes, just how much freedom is there with this freestyle poetry exactly? Aren't there any requirements at all?
It's as free as the winds that blow. And there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form, content, or anything else. So long as it comes from the heart, you're welcome to put it into poetry. Give it a try. There's no better chance to express your innermost thoughts.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Whoa. That's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to go. Our travels, or maybe all the food
Of
trailers
course.
cooked for Paimon.
Of
Will you
course,
cook
of
too,
course.
Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you write.
Oh, yes. I'll be there.
Ugh, my nose is starting to itch again. All right, I shall leave you to privately ponder your
Because
poems
he's
and
allergic to
bid you all
cats
good night.
and Iona is
See
a
you
cat.
tomorrow.
Of course. Well, that will be it for today's stream. And I think I'm gonna stream tomorrow too. I don't know when exactly, but I think for sure I'm going to stream Genshin, because I want to stream the end of this, and I'll stream a bit of the story quests that there are. Thanks for watching. I hope you all have a nice day or night, depending on when you're watching me. And thanks for everyone who came today and watched, and all of the subscribers. Thank you to Gojo Naruto, and thank you for Serene
Osmanthus wine tastes the
Forens.
same as I remember.
Have a nice day.
But where are those who
Bye.
share